See, this is why we're gonna go over it, 'cause that's not correct. No. You guys don't even know?
It's 20%.
It's 2,400 and it's only if they're at 20%.
Yeah,
And it's only
100%. It's 2,400.
2,400.
See, I used to think it was 2,300. Mary thought it was like.
It increased this year. It was
So
used to
every
be
time you put, I'm just saying, that's why it's good to know this. We're gonna go over it, okay?
Because we have one. It says 22.
Okay, so I just emailed you guys the essay guide to growth. And then I emailed you the agent guide to growth, okay? So let me just talk about the agents when they're like, like when they ask about paychecks and, like if you guys get in the conversation of like how we get paid, always refer back to the guide to growth. Be like, I'm going to email this to you. I'm going to forward it to you.
I think, I know Julia's off, but I think this would be good.
I'm recording.
Okay, never
Okay.
mind.
On
I was
here?
gonna say, I feel like it would be good if she zoomed in.
Yeah.
But if you're recording.
I'm recording.
Okay,
So we can go back and look at it again.
cool.
So when we hire people, guys, like I'm doing a lot of the finals. Like I hired Tanner, I hired Josh, I hired Parker, Devonna. I didn't do Becky or Kim.
Amanda,
Yes,
what is the most recent version of the Guide to Growth? Do you know?
I just emailed you the one that I believe is the most recent one. It's the one in the corner that says 0121. On the front?
0121?
Like the bottom right corner of the front cover.
It's not 0622?
You sure?
Oh shoot. Well, this says up.
Dan told
Oh
me
shoot.
once. Parker, I guess, is
Yeah. Well, I know he came and now he's gone.
Oh.
So hold on. This is updated January 4th of 2021. What does yours say?
0622?
No, I
June
know,
20
but on the front cover, it says Guide to Growth for Independent Supervising updated. Does it have a date there?
June 10th, 2022?
Okay, you have a more recent version. So mine's outdated.
Because the most recent version, it is most definitely 2200.
Ooh, thank you, Tommy.
Let me see.
This email does say everything.
Can you see? Look right here.
Yeah, but why would they roll it backwards?
But that's a good question. I'm just here, Amanda.
And that says it was updated June of 2022.
June 10th, 2020. I have it. Okay, that's if you look on LitNet, it's the Guide to Growth that'll pull up.
This one's updated January 4th.
And it says 2,400.
Look,
Yeah, so okay. Well, this says 22. Wait a minute. I have no idea.
where the hell did we get 2,400 then?
Yeah, it's 22 plus.
Amanda Beiersdorf Violins.
Hey,
It happened when she got pregnant. Another baby brain.
what the hell?
What the hell?
I am like mind boggled.
I'm so pissed off.
Okay, don't get mad.
Not you. I thought for sure I saw 2,400 too.
Can you show me that page one more time, Tommy?
Which one? The
The one with the bonus. I want to see.
He's emailing.
Okay.
14, 17, 22.
Okay, so that hasn't changed. That's the same in this book. Where the hell did I get 2,400 from?
June 10th, 2022.
Yeah, you definitely have the most recent version.
Here, I'm sending this to you right now.
I could have sworn that I've seen it too.
Well, it's better to be over than us.
Is it
Check your email.
when you're like,
There.
"Whoa," your butt's clenching because you don't have enough baby? Like, can anybody sign an accident plan in the next 4 hours?
God. Hey, I
I emailed you the update.
I'm eating my humble pie. I was wrong. Okay. Anyways, let me go back to what I wanted to talk about. I am not perfect.
The first time I've ever heard you say that. Tommy, we got that on recording.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, we gotta edit. I'm
What,
stopping the recording.
that what? You're off by on numbers that
Well,
they're
she said
always
I'm not
changing?
perfect.
No, okay. So anyways, back to the hiring, okay? Because I think it starts from when we hire these people. And like we do go over how we get paid. Like, okay, during the CLB, it's a quick glance. Like I kind of don't want people to register like it's it's based off of how many employees actually enroll. Like we kind of that first CLB is just getting them the idea of like we go to enrollments, we write AP, we get paid based off of how that annual premium goes. We don't get too specific. So we go over, they get advanced based off of that AP, and we go over the weekly bonus. Then when they come back for the final and we meet with them one-on-one, whether it's on Zoom or in person, we give them a detail like, okay, so let's say you go out, you're trained up, and you go out and you partner with your first business. I specifically say, and this is verbatim what I say to all of my or all of my interviews, I say, so everybody that works in this office is 1099. We are not W-2. Do you know the difference between being 1099 and being W-2? And I ask them that. And sometimes they'll say yes. A lot of times, like I've actually been very surprised. They actually say no, like they don't know what a 1099. And I say, well, you want to be a 1099. It means you're an independent contractor. It means you have ownership within the agency. And the reason you want to be an independent contractor in this industry is because every account that you partner with, you own that account. So it's very like your hard work, whatever you put into it, the amount of accounts that you can accumulate and you own and you work with yourself, you own those. There's never going to be a time that I'm going to be like, oh, Hunter, you partnered with ABC company and you've been servicing them for 3 years, but I'm going to have Mallory service them now. Like we don't do that because you're an independent contractor. Like when you partner with a business, you own that business. In addition to that, the reason you want to be an independent contractor is for the residual income. So then I talk about the residual income, and I say, do you know what residual income is? And we do go over it in the CLB. And so sometimes they'll be like, yeah, I heard, and they'll talk about what they think it is. But we go over, what residual income, and then I break it down. Okay, this is just an example of a 10 employee case. And this is what the average annual premium, and this is how your contract will break down. And it's a lot of numbers. You guys probably remember, and you're probably like glazed over, goes through one ear, but that's the first time that they're introduced to it. And then at the end, what we say is, and I don't know how different Tony is. I'm just like letting you guys know how like when I hire somebody, so they know we're 1099. They know we get paid based off of enrollments. They know we get paid like off of life. The average is around a 60% contract. For health, it's anywhere from a 35 to 45% contract. So they know this when we hire them. So at the end, I say, now obviously through training, you don't have any accounts, like us as a management team, like we do have some house accounts. And when you're going through training, we will help you as much as we possibly can to help get you started and help get you to 20% bonus as much as we possibly can based off the enrollments that we're servicing. Okay. So when you come out of training class, yeah, we'll get you to bonus, your 1,400. So your first paycheck will only be a couple $100 because you're only at 5% bonus. But then once we submit another $1,400 the next week, then you're going to be at 10%. So you'll see it grow over time. But we're not just giving you that business, like we see it as an investment. So I say this to them, like we're investing in you through training that you're going to meet us halfway with learning the material, getting things going for yourself. But within the first 2 to 3 weeks, you should close your first case. So like every single person I hire, I let them know that. And I say, once you start closing cases, you own those, all of that AP goes to you. So this is just an example of a 10 employee case. Like now, based off of, how many employees are at a business, you can kind of imagine how like you're in control of your own paychecks. So that's what we go over in the final. So I just want to be like, when I do a final, that's kind of how I break it down. So they know we're gonna help them, but I also say as much as we possibly can, so it's not a guarantee. Okay, and then two, you have to meet us halfway, you know, by learning the material and getting things going for yourself. So like, you know, the situation with like Kim last week, like I have no problem, especially now that I am doing the finals and a lot of the hiring. Like I have no problem if somebody's like, oh, I didn't get a paycheck this week, or like, I guess I'm not getting a paycheck. You know, like I have no problem being like, we're gonna help you out as much as we can, but you have to meet us halfway. Like like so far, if you've been here 4 or 5 weeks, you know, 6 weeks, which I don't know how long she has, you know, been here, but I'm just using it as an example. Let's say this person's been here for 5 weeks. Like in the final, like I'm saying, like we're gonna try to get you to 20% bonus, but by then you're gonna be closing your own cases. So, and again, it's as much as we possibly can. So I have no problem going over that. But if you guys are getting drilled with like, with when the agents are like, okay, you know, like how do I get paid or whatever, always reflect back to the guide to growth, you know, and then their ICM, you know, like go back to a week that they did get paid, show them, you know, their direct pay, their like where to find that information, and then say, compare it to the guide to growth. Like go to, this is a group term to 100 policy, go to your guide to growth. See, you're at a 62.5%. This is your direct pay. This is what's going in, and it's all lays it out for them. So if they can see that for themselves, they can see how they're getting paid, and then they'll learn it. So, but we'll go over it. I think we need to, especially now that we're having new people like pretty much on a weekly basis, we need to go over at least once a month.
Once a month is not bad. Because the more they hear it, the more likely they are to learn it
Right.
and then transfer that skill to the next person.
Should have Terry do the guys.
Okay.
She's like broke that thing down so in depth. She can tell you every little fucking thing about it.
But I just want to keep it simple, you know, like,
I think it's fine if you do it. It's just, I think Tony's very confusing with all the numbers that he throws out. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be rude. He just throws out a lot of numbers and he goes very fast. So like for people that aren't as familiar with how it works, like me,
Yeah.
and they're like, whoa, it was just a lot. And then you don't want them to be overwhelmed because they're already overwhelmed with everything else we're talking about.
right.
Then it's either they don't get it at all or they're frustrated.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm fine with that. The only problem is I'm gonna,
You're gonna have a baby? That's so weird. But you could always like videotape it or Mary could do
I could
it.
go any day. Better get your bets in, just letting you know.
Are you dilated?
No, but my fluid is like sorry, you have a kid. You
When's
have
the last
fluid
time you
around the
ran?
baby, huh?
When's the last time you ran?
What?
Well,
When's the
Thursday.
last time
She
you
ran on
ran?
Thursday. Or no, you
No, actually, I did walk 4.5 miles on Sunday. I jogged a little bit. I'm kind
Okay.
of done with the running right now.
Quicker than a walk gait at times.
Yeah, I was like power walking.
Okay. How did that feel?
No, I'm fine. I mean, yeah, I just, it's down to the wire. I only have I'm within a couple weeks, guys.
Do you think she's gonna come quick?
I hope not. But anyways, there's fluid around the baby called amniotic fluid, and it's going down on a weekly basis. So once it's down past a certain amount, they have to like pull the baby. So it could be any day. I know.
It's okay. This is not panic phase. Not at all. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Not till after the first. That's what I
Look,
told my
it's fine.
doctor.
It's fine.
Okay. So anyways, huh?
It's a mental health.
I know. Not after the first of Tuesday. Oh my god.
It's fine, it's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. You got
But
this.
you know, she might, I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, okay, so that's the final. So you guys are aware, you know, that's kind of the verbiage. And then, but let me go over how your guys' contract works, okay? So Tommy, did you email me that most recent one?
Chris just did.
Or Chris did? Okay.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
No, it's okay. Chris did.
It's 1,700.
For the second. Here, it's up here.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's 14.
Guide to growth.
Okay, so let's scroll down.
14, 17, 22.
Okay, calculation of bonus. So go to,
Or
Why
seven.
is there no?
yeah. Huh?
I think it was 5, 15, 20, or 7.
That's just the way that it's structured.
Should be hidden.
Let's see, go to page.
Do you want to look at the, you don't want to do any of that, so go to page 7, right?
Yeah. Okay, let me tell you one thing. When you guys are distributing AP from a franchise, like this is just kind of a side note. I don't know. I'm just telling you as I'm thinking about it, but sometimes like if I have a franchise and let's say, you have a policy holder that gets group term life, cancer endurance, critical illness, like all of the benefits. Basically, it's not a bad idea to mix that up for a couple different agents because say that employee leaves, you're not hitting one person. Like if you put let's say it's $1,400 in just that one person and their annual premium, well, then one person's going to take that $1,400 hit. So if you can chop it up, like I always, when I'm doing business, I always try to keep that in mind. Obviously, we want to conserve it and all those kind of things, but I'm just saying like that does help keep your quality high. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so you guys know once a month, if you get a code, okay, which is getting one person to bonus at $1,400, we know that bonus is $1,400, right? Okay, then it locks in your bonus for 20% for the whole month, okay? If you, let's say you have just a rough writing week or whatever, and you have $800 of annual premium, okay? Obviously, that's not enough to get you to bonus. It's not a bad idea to hold that to the following week. Try to get yourself to bonus because if you're locked in at that 20%, it doesn't matter that you missed bonus one week. So it's like, unless you need that money like right then and there, but it's like you're going to get paid on it anyways. It's just a week delayed. Does that make sense? So like, it's kind of like anytime, like I am very, very conscious of like anytime somebody's under bonus, like unless Tony like needs a certain amount of submitters or whatever. But for the most part, it's like it's better just to hold it for either that person and get them bonus money on it or for yourself. Okay. But that's the advantage of being an SA is you're locked in at 20% for the whole month. Okay. Any questions on that? No? Okay. In the guide to growth, there's DCN persistency multipliers, but let me just go over submitting business. Okay. When an agent's at, like, again, when they're in training class, if you're like, again, code, like all those, I would only put 1,400. And obviously I hope you guys know you want to like the business that you have, I would put health benefits into that code, into the code name and then put the life benefits into your own name. Okay. And that really goes for like anything, like if you're helping somebody out with AP, put the life in your own because you have a higher contract on it. Okay. The other thing with bonus that I want to make sure everybody's aware, because I don't think that people are aware of this. Okay. Let's say you're at 20% bonus. Okay. You're only getting 20% on your life, your life AP, not health. Yes. Did you know that? For health products. So let's say you write $5,000 of all accident protector maxes. Okay. But that's also how your management bonus is too. So I just want to make sure. So just really quick, $5,000, 20% of that's $1,000. So you get bonused off of $1,000. So 20% of that is $200 versus if it was $5,000 of all life, you would get the full $1,000. So that's a huge difference. Okay. Let's see. So if you in the guide to growth, yeah. Okay, but obviously there's going to be a combination there. But the biggest thing like you guys need to look at is like in your ICM, you can click on your bonus, scroll down, and you can see what you're getting bonused off your people. Okay, and what your management bonus. As an SA, the majority of your money is coming from the management bonus. So that's why I want to go over like once they're at 15 to 20%, like if you have the AP, like help motivate your people, because if you only put $1,400 of all life, or I mean all health products into a new agent's name, they're only going to make $300 off of that. Does that motivate somebody to like get excited and grind and grind and grind? No. But if you put 2,200, now that we know it's 2,200, you're getting 20% bonus, and then they're actually getting a decent paycheck. Okay. So the point being is if you put $1,400, yes, you're getting that code, but you're only getting a 5% bonus on that. If you get it over, if you just put an extra, what would it be? $300 to get it over 1,700. Now you're getting 15%. So just be aware of that's not a big difference. That's a family accident plan on the Missouri side, right? But you're getting 15% versus just 5. Okay. And then if you get them over 22%, then it's 20%, then you're maxing it out. Okay. But just be aware, like, again, we want people to meet us halfway. That's absolutely, that's the important thing. Okay. That they are out there getting things in their pipeline, those kind of things. But if we have the AP, it's not a bad idea to try to get them over 2,200. Okay. So in the guide to growth,
So can I ask a question, because I'm just making sure I'm clarifying. We get 20% bonus because we're the SA, we have our bonus locked in. Yes,
yes.
but then you said if they're at 1,400, it's a 5% bonus on top of the 20%.
Off of their stuff.
Off of their AP.
So then where's the 15%?
That's off of business you put in your own name.
So no matter what, you stay at 20, but if you don't hit 14, then you don't get that 5%.
Right.
You have to hit 14 to get 5%, 17 to get the
So you have
15%.
14 to get the 20%.
For yourself.
For
She's
yourself.
talking about the agent though, right? If the agent submits
No, she was talking about herself.
okay. Once you get a code for the month, you're at 20% every single week,
But
regardless.
20% of what you put in your name.
And you have to write at least 1,400.
Okay, to get the 20%.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Hunter, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Tommy, did
Yeah.
you say something?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I did. I was thinking, yeah.
Let's see.
So you don't get the 60%? What
do you mean?
60% is commission.
That's your direct
Your
pay.
direct pay.
It's a payout.
That's okay.
So
It's fine. So you get that, and then you get
This is
20%
bonus
bonus.
down.
Get it together. Yeah, just like if I was an agent, I was a 20% bonus. I got it. It's an extra step I forgot. It's fine.
I'm trying to find this.
yeah, so you just make it off of their AP. So you make 20% of whatever their,
Sorry, Tommy. I'm just trying to find there. Okay.
All right.
yours
Okay.
still works the same as
One.
if you're using page.
Okay.
So
So what you really wanna do is have a lot of AP in your own name, plus a lot of AP in your agent's names, but you gotta have the agents that write themselves. That would be the option.
is there an over, how much of an override?
Well, that's all
Fine.
listed in the guide to growth, but it's up to 10%.
That's not-
Yeah, so your override's up to 10% on your people. I think it's 10 for life. Let me look.
Yeah, because that's on top of it, so that's where it comes into, it might be better to put it in, because you're getting 10% override plus 20% bonus.
As opposed to the 60% that you would have fixed yourself.
Well, it depends on what it is. Because if it's health,
here we go.
you're only getting 20% and 20%.
Page 5.
I know it's.
And did you send everybody the AD guide to growth too?
No, but I will.
You want to?
Oh, it wasn't?
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah. Here, can everybody hear Tommy?
Yeah.
Everybody should read the AD guide to growth too. This is something I learned a long time ago. Was anytime you're going to go to your superior, your higher up for a favor or suggestion or whatever, and you know how they get paid off whatever it is you're asking, you're a lot more likely to get that favor or that help or whatever. So not to mention that's where you want to go. So learn how to read the AD guide to growth too. And that will help you in whatever level you're at.
Yeah. Not only that, but that's what you're aspiring,
Yeah.
that's level too.
If you got to go to
it's
Derek asking for
motivating.
help with something, and once you want it to make financial sense to him, because then there's no argument. Well, we need to do this. Need help with it. Makes you money. Makes us money. Why would we not do it?
Right.
This time. Not this time.
Dang it. Okay. So real quick, let me go over the overrides too. Is it in that email, the AD that I just sent out? Is the AD? It's agent, I thought, or was that AD and SA?
Yeah.
They were
Okay,
the
so
old
I did.
ones. They were the old ones, regardless.
I
Unless-
know, I need to get, okay, yeah, it is the AD. That's good. At least you guys, I'll get you the newer one once I get it for myself. It would be easier if I just used your mouse, Diana.
I told you it was right there.
Okay. I feel very bad for Julia watching me scroll. When she watches this. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. Group. Yeah, group term to 100, your override is 10%.
So you make 10% over that, you got up to 22, and 20% bonus on top.
Yes.
But that's not as much as 60%. Right?
Right. If
Do
you
that.
put it, I know, but
You're at a 20% bonus, because you're not talking about. I mean, you'll get more in AP, yeah.
I mean, in the perfect world is what I'm saying. If you had a crap ton of AP dumping your name and you had a crap ton of your own people, like if our people were writing for themselves, like that's like the goal, like the ultimate goal.
Beautiful.
Have all these agents, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's what you want, obviously.
like Corey, but I know he only wrote like 500, but
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be great.
he's writing for himself.
Amanda, I just
Don't promote him out.
No, well, he doesn't even want to be promoted. So that's a solid agent.
forwarded you the most updated guide to growth. So if you want to forward that out to everybody.
Yeah, thank you. And did you pull that off of agent services or you just had it?
I have it.
Okay.
That's what we got.
I swear the last
I
time
mean-
checked it was it,
Yes and yes.
but I'll forward this out to you guys.
And you have to get 3 votes per month. And it's
Yes.
It's 5% from the matter of-
And no bonus. As an AD, you get no bonus on RYA. So, because the point being, it's supposed to
Yeah.
motivate you to like help out your new people and get them pour into, get them going and
Well,
independent.
they're supposed to be big started. Yes,
If they do that. So
they were talking about.
I hope they do. So I'll get the new guide to growth for ADs, but I just wanted to go over you guys and like your bonus, but now we know. I am like shocked. It's 2,200. I swear it was 20.
You guys attacked me.
I did, because I was like,
For like months.
Like, no, it's.
yeah,
24.
we definitely have. Thought it started in June, but this says June.
I just know your 52 unread emails is driving me crazy.
That's Diana's.
Oh, okay. To whom it may concern.
Listen, I don't know there's a specific time to answer emails.
I know.
I'm barely swimming.
52 is not that bad. Tony has like 50,000.
I know he does.
I'm treading water here.
Diana's doing pretty
Oh my
good.
God, shut up, Tommy.
Okay, I think that's pretty much, it's 3:00. So that's all I was gonna go over. So we ran out of time. What questions do you guys have?
This goes on here.
I
But
don't, still
hopefully-
don't understand what an override is.
It's
An
basically,
additional-
You
Like
make
an
10%
extra?
of their-
yeah, so you get your direct
Why do you get
pay
an override?
because,
Cause they're under me?
yes,
Just because,
Yeah.
just because.
Like every once in a while, Sherilyn writes like one or two policies. Right, because I'm still gonna say.
But,
What's the percentage?
okay,
75.
why is that so complicated?
Plus the, it's like yours, just think of it as direct pay and the bonus.
yeah.
The
But it's
override
not,
is
it's
direct
not a
pay.
direct pay and a bonus, it's a direct pay and a bonus and an override and a bonus multiplier, and it's and like, why does it feel so fucking complicated?
Well, it's technically just your direct pay, your bonus, and then you do have a bonus multiplier depending on where you are persistency wise.
And then you have a bonus on them, like whatever level they're at.
But that
Where you
goes-
get
Yeah,
your
no
bonus and then their bonus. Well, we get into that.
I feel like it's very complicated. Five, yeah, is it a girl or a boy?
Female.
She's 5'6", 150.
That sounds really damn close, yeah.
Exactly, we saw her.
All right, well, that's all we're gonna have time for today.
So, okay, so when it comes to your agents, you make 5 to 10%, depending on what they're at, 5% is 14.